busy where he is. The same people who have obtained forgiveness are the ones who fail to extend the forgiveness and look at somebody else and judge, criticize, tear the person apart and say, see your life, see this, as if you are to get the consequence for all you did, you'll be here.
Welcome to my channel. Make sure you watch this video to the end and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive right into the video.
Are you still there? He has given to us the ministry of reconciliation. And that ministry is very heavy. I'm going to show you. Now, look at verse 19. To wit, that God was in Christ reconciling the world unto himself, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and had committed unto us the word. So we just don't have the ministry of reconciliation. He has also considered unto us a word, the message. The message. You know, please look up. Close your notes now. Let me talk to you. You know, we do loads of things. And I've heard all my life people describe how bad the devil is. People describe how vicious the devil is. People describe how hateful the devil is. People describing how the devil can condemn people. And I've observed with keen interest that sometimes when people share their stories from the place of vulnerability, the devil is busy where he is. The same people who have obtained forgiveness are the ones who fail to extend the forgiveness and look at somebody else and judge, criticize, tear the person apart and say, see your life, see this, as if you are to get the consequence for all you did, you'll be here. The one who went to sleep with somebody and used protection is accusing the one who is a single mother. Is protection your saving grace? Now who they catch? Now be thief. It's the mentality we have built for ourselves because we are not honest people. It is no longer about living a righteous life. It is about who has evidence. That if you know people's case, that they've gone through this or they are going through this and they are amongst us, the devil does not even have to come down to fight them. Christians are well able. You know, the kind of church we should have, we don't have the maturity to have it. So people will rather die in silence, because from the day you know something about them, you lose your respect for them. We have, with our own expectations, created a very, very pretentious atmosphere where people lie, deceive, everybody gives make-believe. And this is our making. We judge others as though God didn't save us from anything. Like, you know. If you have been forgiven much, you forgive much. You will never be given that right to impute anybody's sin to them. He has given us the ministry of reconciliation, not judgment. What can you take? Meanwhile, this you that we're asking, what can you take? He forgave you. It's not Jesus that is struggling to accommodate someone. It was not your blood that was shed. Fellow joint citizen that obtained the same mercy. He's looking at somebody else and saying, why were you saved? The same fellow who obtained mercy is looking at somebody and saying, why should you have second chance? Same one who received mercy. When it comes to viciousness, the devil is learning from many believers. They love it when mercy is extended towards them, but they don't have to give. We have not been called to condemn. What can your heart take? Okay, when you look at someone who says, I have a confession. It was a confession. So I've not been born again. I used to lie. I used to steal my mommy's money. You say, okay, don't worry. He can forgive you. Say, lay down. Because your heart can carry that one. Hey, look, is Jesus you? Then when someone comes and say, can I really be vulnerable? Say yes. See, before I got to know Christ, I've had 13 abortions. Say, eh? Say, actually in the past, I've had 13 abortions. You that God forgive you. Now look at that person and say, son of you get the killed. That's not the devil. See, listen. Before the devil existed, something converted Lucifer into devil. It's called self. You know when it is the devil and when it is you. Sometimes we talk about church hurt, but from my experience, it is believer A or believer B. Just look at people and watch them and look at them and say, kill me. Just watch people. We lack empathy. Quick to point fingers and judge. We say you don't carry belly now. See your head. Now you go to pray. See us. Meanwhile, the fellow is speaking from envy. That since they have thought they love you here, now that you are failed, now would they like you? The joy we have when people who don't like fail, and we go back and, oh Father Lord, I thank you. Some Christians neighbors who come to church and be shocked to see how they are raising holy hands. Say, shoo. Brother Marvin, are you so? Who can God trust you to restore? You see, one time I was going through life, so I had no choice in that season. To survive, I had to start selling food by the roadside. I wear my apron, wear my black trouser, white shirt, you know, kuku plenty, so and then put my apron, arrange, and I was selling food. And one time a guy came and he was looking at me, he was distressed. He said, can I talk to you? I said, yes. He said, I ran down here. He said, where I'm coming from? I just killed an entire family. He said, I wiped them out. He said the part where he's actually feeling remorseful about is that there was an infant among those that he killed, because the order they gave him was that he should wipe out the entire family because of what a rival court did. And the boy, they said they should go and wipe out his entire family. So when he did that, the friends, they've placed an order that anywhere they see him should be killed at sight. That's why he ran down. Do you believe that there's a portion of the blood that is still strong enough to redeem, buy back this person? There is what the law will do. That's the law. But as far as Christ is concerned, the life of this person and eternity, do you believe that this fellow can be washed anew and there is no record in God of his past sin? If any man, not any good man, any man be in Christ, any man, not any man you accept, any kind of man, Boko Haram, anything, that's how potent the blood is. You think the blood is to the level of the small things you did? If you had done worse, the blood would have saved you. And now that you are saved, don't go back treading under feet the blood of redemption wherewith you have been redeemed. Hebrews 10. The blood is potent to save.